Maybe you're a dude who wants a deeper voice. Maybe you're a woman who already has a deep voice. If you answered yes to either of these, then the King's Gambit may be for you. This is my favorite opening by far in chess. It is sure to put some hair on your chest. It is just very aggressive. It is basically telling your opponent, hey, I'm going to checkmate you. You know what bothers me? What bothers me is when people are like, King's Gambit is a refuted opening. Those people don't know what they're talking about at all. I looked at this recent rapid game with the King's Gambit at top level chess, 2700 plus, the actual good players. They played it, blackout stomped on in like 20 moves. Then I know recently in the Tata Steel, Wei Yi deployed the Vienna, which is going to be a transposition from some of these King's Gambit lines. And after 6 moves, they both had more than an hour off of their clock. White won a brilliant game, by the way, in that game as well. So yeah, when you hear refuted, what refuted should mean is I'm going to beat you. When someone plays the King's Gambit, they want you to say I'm going to beat you because they're playing to win. Now, of course, when you play to win, there's a higher risk to losing. You raise the risk reward, but who wants to draw? No one. I know I've exclusively played the King's Gambit on chess.com and Blitz, got me to a rating over 2600. I've beaten GMs, IMs, everything under the sun. You could say, oh, well, that's Blitz. Well, they're supposed to be good at Blitz too. King's Gambit, fun opening. That is all I have to say about it. Now, we're going to be talking about everything under the sun that they could do. This is an intro video. So, for example, we're going to be discussing the main line that is the accepted, where they go g5, h4, g4. There's knight e5, there's knight g5. I'll show both. This one is more fun. This one's my favorite. If they play f6, they get mated. If they go h6, you sack the knight. Their king is exposed. We'll talk about how most people go bishop c4, which is a mistake. How the right move is d4. We'll talk about why. We'll talk about how it stems from there. There's also d6. This is the Fischer defense. I used to think this was the best response until I kind of tweaked what I was doing with the King's Gambit. So bishop c4, just get developed. They play the Fischer defense to have a open light squared diagonal. They should go h6 before g5. You stop them from going g5. They're going to attack your e-pawn. You're going to defend your e-pawn. They're going to pin your knight. You're going to go d4 attacking their pawn. They're going to defend it, maybe. You're going to go knight e5 and blunder your queen, except for the fact that they get checkmated. So this is one example of how we're going to be discussing the opening, possible lines. Stuff like this is possible in every variation, and it's very fun. This is an intro video. I just wanted to show you what we're dealing with. But I'm not going to give away all the theory, of course, because then the video is going to get too long. So we're going to go over absolutely everything. Nice thing is, if they go d6, it's usually going to transpose with this knight c6 stuff. If they go knight c6, again, typically it transposes. That is less theory to know. That is better. They pin you, trying to exploit it. You pin them, trying to exploit it. What if they go a6? What if they go knight e7? What if they go queen d7? Patience, we'll get there. What else could they do? Well, they could go d5, the Falkbeer counter gambit, I believe this is called. This used to give me a lot of trouble. Now I love facing it, so we'll discuss how to face the Falkbeer counter gambit. Of course, you need to take, but then we will go from there. We're going to look at even more stuff. The only other sidelines I could think of are bishop e7, the Cunningham defense. I used to play, bishop c4, king f1 after the check. Then I saw a Paul Morphy game that is absolutely savage, and I've been playing it ever since. That is a fun response to the Cunningham defense. We will get there. We can even play knight e7. I don't even know what the name of this is. I just know what the point of this is, which is what matters more. Knight g6, guard the f-pawn. That is about everything I could think of, I believe. So this is an intro video to the King's Gambit. I'm looking forward to cranking these videos out. I hope you guys give the King's Gambit a try. Beat all those people who say it's refuted. It's going to be a good feeling. You're not going to get a lot of draws. I hope you're going to get a lot of wins. I can promise you you're going to have fun games. Hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to making this series.